This is the crane of peace. You can make the neck right here kind of swirl. You can make the back kind of swirl. You can make these edges go even with the wing right there. You have the crane of peace. And it will sit on these two little points and usually sit just very safely right even like that. Okay, they usually, when they string thousands of cranes, they'll poke it through the bottom, the needle, and out through the top, right there. And then that's how you will string your thousands of cranes. In the next segment, I'll teach you the story about the crane of peace as we learn the other way to fold it. I taught you the fast way to fold thousands and thousands of cranes because I've folded 10,000 since January. Some books say that you can blow into the bottom of that. It doesn't work.
And turn it.
The crane of peace. Usually there's the pillow right here with designating that it is the crane of peace. The ones that fly are not the crane of peace. The crane of peace is always stationary and it is the symbol of long life and good fortune. This is a regular piece of typing paper that is colored, and that's my favorite kind of paper to use because it's simple enough, it's good strong paper, and it's going to make the most beautiful peace crane there is. Alright, let's start by making a square. You'll take this bottom edge and fold it over till it meets right along the side. When you've got the side lined up and you have the point right here all pretty, then you can pin. Okay. Here's our regular size piece of paper. We're going to fold this edge over till it meets right along that edge. When it's lined up really pretty, oops, see how it's just a little bit too much right there? We're going to line it up a little bit more. And once that point is just perfectly lined up, you can smash the point. Now, go over and reline this edge. It's a little bit harder when you're working with a large piece of paper because you've got to have the points and the edges exactly right. Now, once I've got those two lined up, straight down to the center and then out to each edge. We'll make that a perfect crease without it rolling and going in awkward. Now we need this part cut off, so we're going to fold that behind and line that up right there at that point, right there at that point. Now we can pretty much, since I lined up the 2 points, pretty much set down, pinch down in the center, and then out to each edge. That's how you make a perfect crease. You have to make a perfect crease because the better it is in the beginning, the better it will be in the end. Now I need to lick this, and don't worry, licking it will not hurt you or get you ink. It's actually just the best way to separate the paper. Cutting, you'll get it awkward. In origami, there usually is ruffled edges. They fold out of rice paper, so all the edges are not sharp at all. Now we have the valley crease right here, and I'm going to show you the most simple way that they have in a book to show you. So you fold it opposite corner and out to each edge. I already had this thumb here creasing that point. Alright, now we're going to make kite bases, which means every origami piece is a kite base. See this center line right there? Sometimes you can lift that up and it'll line it right up to the edge. So there's one edge. We're dividing every corner in half. Do not go over the center line, just go right up to it. I have divided this corner in half. Now I have 3 more corners to do. That was a kite base. Did you see how it looked like a kite? Here, we'll show you again. Right up to the edge, but not over. It'll be all clumpy and mess up in the middle if you go over the edge. Right up to it. You can even leave a little bit of a space, because when you're folding even further advanced pieces, you'll need that extra little space. And actually, look, that point goes right there to that little intersection. Now we know exactly that we have it right. The intersections start becoming Geometrical. Oh no, we're learning geometry. All right, we have one more corner to fold, don't we? Yes, this one. And that's just the best way to do it. Just rotate the paper around all 3 ways, and then you know you've done all 4 corners. 3 ways to 4 ways, haha. Now the crane of peace. You need to know the story of the crane of peace. Now look what we have here. If I turn this over, I have this little part dents in. Okay, first, look, we made all the kite bases, right? Now we need the bookcase base. So you're basically folding this paper every way you can. All the corners, edge to edge. And then we fold it corner to corner like this. Remember, that's how we started. And then we just fold. Okay, now I have the center line. It's going to dent in. This is called crossing the mountain, making your trapezoid. Oh no, I used another geometry term. Trapezoid is the shape that we are making when we push in these edges. See? There's one. Push that in. Push that in. Only one edge is pushed in. Here's the other edge. You need to pull it in. The creases are already there. You're not making new creases. You're just forming it the way you want it to go. Now, we have crossed the mountain. And we're ready to collapse into the bird base. Some of these creases are going to be changing. This was a mountain. This was a mountain. They all just automatically, by pushing this in, they all became valleys. Now I'm ready to smooth that out and lift up the page. And we're at the walking man. We know what to do now at the walking man, don't we? The crane of peace has its pant leg skinny. And the pant leg skinny. Now what if I only do one pant leg skinny and leave the other one where it's not skinny? Then we make the flapping crane. So how I fold this up, flat to flat, and then push that back together. Now see that? I'm going to pull that out, and this time I want my even point to be this little teeny point where that becomes going off at these angles. And what am I smashing here is this bottom part. See that little bottom part? I'm going to have to smash that to make that stay. Alright, we've already made the head. Now let's make the back end of this. And since we didn't make the pant leg skinny, we don't have really the same little points right here to pull it down to and make it even. Alright, this can be even right there. This is way too far up. To make the bird flap properly, it needs to be right in between. And then I'm squishing this little bottom part. Now, right here along this line, you're going to open this up. And from here to here, this needs to curl. Just that one little part will make it work. Alright, pull that up. Make that from there to there needs to curl. Once I've curled that, these will curl forward like this. You can curl the whole wing. Alright, now we're ready. Hold the breast and pull the tail. Okay, that needs to be curled a little bit more. See how that went straight up? There you go. If this stays straight up by the head, it means that this needs to be curled a little bit better. Some books say to curl it around a pencil, and don't pull out a pencil. There's no necessity for a pencil. You just have to work the paper and sculpt it so that it goes the way you want. See? The flapping crane. That's the most fun piece in the world. I love that. And it even makes the flapping noise. Yeah.